Die, puny humans, die!
The SMOSH movie was a movie, no, a fever dream that happened in July of 2015 starring Anthony Smosh and Ann Smosh. The events of the dream were documented and released on demand with a DVD release exclusive to Walmart coming later that year. Now if you somehow don't know what SMOSH is, here's a short summary. It was a YouTube channel that focused on short sketch comedy videos, becoming one of the biggest YouTube channels ever in the early 2010s. But then they were bought out by Defy Media, which led to the channel becoming more and more corporate until Anthony left it in 2017. Defy Media then exploded in 2018 and ownership would go to Good Mythical Morning soon after. Then SMOSH would be rebought by Ann and Anthony, giving them full ownership again. Well, you know, a happy ending. But during the Defy Media years, SMOSH The Movie would be released. The film is up there with the lineage of other incredible YouTuber movies, like Fred, Smiley, and Airplane Mode, with the main thing connecting all of them being that they fucking suck. Upon release, the SMOSH movie received horrible reviews. Absolutely nobody liked this movie. Hell, even SMOSH themselves later down the line admitted that it sucked.
I mean, like, look, was SMOSH the movie a good movie? No, but
No one's denying that.
but I think, like, would I take it back? No.
I mean, come on. How could a movie starring the Ann and Anthony Smosh be horrible? They're Smosh. All of these reviewers are biased, nitpicking, and evil. My glorious kings, Ann and Anthony Smosh would never. I'm going to prove the non-believers wrong. You know what? I can't do this joke. The movie's absolute ass. This movie is mystifying to me. I just can't look away from it. I'm not even that big of a SMOSH fan. I mean, I watched some of their videos back in the day, but I was more of a Markiplier Vanos scamming kid when SMOSH was at their peak. But this movie is just the absolute perfect definition of bad YouTube movie. Fred is a YouTuber movie, but YouTube isn't that important to the main plot. Meanwhile, the SMOSH movie's plot heavily involves YouTube and the culture of it at the time. Well, at the time of 2013 at least. So let's just get a copy of the SMOSH movie on DVD. Jesus! Why is it over $100? Who will let this happen? Well, good thing somebody uploaded the entire thing on YouTube. If you can find the entirety of a show or movie uploaded with 0 edits by some small account on YouTube, 9 times out of 10, that thing is probably so bad the copyright holders want nothing to do with it. You know Blaze Blue? Did you know it had an anime? Entire thing available on YouTube.
Huh? What's that?
Autoboros, bitch.
Did you know it's very bad? Now, the re-upload of the SMOSH movie only goes up to 240p, but to be honest, it adds to the experience. Opens with the blandest 3D animation ever and the most 2010 song I've ever heard.
This is the best burrito.
The CGI is in the same style of Super SMOSH, an animated show on Shove Cartoons. There, the animation's okay, at least for a YouTube show in 2015, but here, just look at it. They look weird. We get multiple different clips of Anthony delivering pizzas and Ann watching YouTube all day. Ann watches multiple different YouTubers, including Kids React, Jenna Marbles, and oh god, not him! The greatest animation to live action transition happens, and the movie starts for real, with Ann sexually harassing women online. What a great introduction to one of the main characters.
Sweet.
So, in the SMOSH cinematic universe, Ann and Anthony aren't YouTubers. Instead, they live together at Ann's parents' house. Anthony is trying to live a productive life, working a job and improving his physical health. Meanwhile, Ann is perfectly fine with spending his days harassing women online and being a general incel. Ann complains about Anthony doing productive things with his life, and then convinces him to go to the Game Bang, a local arcade. They go, but not before we get a cameo from Stone Cold Steve Austin. Why is he here? Did they see that Fred had a professional wrestler that he idolized and thought that was the YouTube movie Clota? Was Steve Austin a big fan of SMOSH and asked to be in the movie? Nothing else happens in this scene and they go to the Game Bang and get into an argument with children. and lose.
That is a cool car. You know why? Because it gets me this. What? That's cold hard cash, son. What do you have to show for what you've done today, punk?
You see this watch?
Yeah?
I won it playing skee ball.
Jesus, is that real?
5 carats, yo.
They then go into the arcade, which is not an actual arcade. Instead, it's one of those mini arcades that bowling alleys have. Come on, Smosh, don't tell me you couldn't afford a real arcade. I know you have that Smosh Babies money, you cheap bitch. Anthony wants them to do different things now that they're grown, such as talk to girls, but Anne reminds him that he's already talking to a girl, the one he stalks online.
You never even talk to her.
She's flagged every single one of my comments.
Yeah, for being a perv.
No, man, she's just playing hard to get.
Before Anthony can report him to the police, they notice their favorite childhood game.
Magic Pocket Slave Monsters.
I wonder what this is a reference to. I can't figure it out. Anthony wants to ignore the machine because there are women around, and this surprises Anne as Pocket Slave Monsters was their favorite franchise.
We used to love the game and the TV shows and the erotic fan fiction.
Anthony realizes that he's hanging out with a man who stalks women all day and is the average Pokemon fan, so he does what any normal person would do and gets the hell out of there. Anthony returns home and gets attacked by the guy from Epic Mealtime. He's not an actor, by the way. He just showed up on set and did this, and they kept it in. He walks in on Anne harassing women online again. They then go through their mail and find an invite to tonight's high school reunion, and Anthony really wants to go since his high school crush might be there. We then get a flashback to Anthony in high school talking to his crush Anna, who invites him to help her moonwalk to raise awareness for people whose ring finger is longer than their pointer finger. Anthony accepts, but then he embarrasses himself by tripping, and oh my god, he just killed that man! So Anthony never ended up going because he had to lay low from the police. Back to the present, they look at the website to see if Anna is going to the reunion. They don't find her, but they end up finding a video from their old high school prom night of Anthony singing the Pocket Slave Monsters theme and epic failing.
That's what the kids call epic fail.
So they try to get the video down before Anna possibly sees it, but are ignored by YouTube. This makes them go directly to YouTube headquarters. What the hell is that logo? They clearly have the rights to use the YouTube brand, why can't they use the real logo? They walk in. Anthony tries to convince Anne to let him do all the talking, but Anne reassures him that he does have social skills. Anne then kills a man and brags about it to everyone in earshot.
Good day, sir. Good day, sir.
I did that.
The receptionist recognizes Anthony from the video, which means that this entire thing is pointless now. If the people who work at YouTube know about the video, then it has a big enough following to get reposted even if it's deleted. But regardless, Anthony pushes, and they end up meeting the CEO of YouTube, Steve YouTube.
I don't care what Billy's Snapchat says. Billy's Snapchat is a little bitch. I'm Steve YouTube. What I say goes. Now, I had lunch with Sally Instagram 3 days ago. She and Roger Facebook are in. Now, if you don't want to get on...
All of the other movies need to stop running copy. You know what? We've reached the peak. They talk to Steve YouTube, and he immediately recognizes Anthony from the video.
One of my all-time favorite videos. What can I do for you guys?
Okay, the CEO of the company even knows about it now, Anthony. You got two options here. You either profit off of it or you kill yourself. Steve explains that there is no way to take down the video, but they can change the video. How? By going inside the YouTube portal. Yes, the YouTube portal. Everyone knows about the YouTube portal. I was there last week. We then get a Gangnam Style reference 2 years after Gangnam Style relevance.
You guys remember Gangnam Style? Remember that video by that?
He then shows them the portal under his desk, except nope, it was actually his penis. Why is sexual harassment a common theme in this movie? They then open the actual portal, and before leaving, they get iPhones with a legally distinct Siri. After exchanging words of encouragement, Anne and Anthony jump into the portal that lowers the bitrate. They arrive in the YouTube dimension inside of an advertisement that they were watching earlier. They skip it and then they ask Siri where they are, and they are in a bear attack video with bear graphics that rival the highest budget shovelware hunting games on the Xbox 360. This gives them the opportunity to make funny Siri jokes.
Oh, Siri, get us out of here! You said, get me a beer. Is that correct?
Funny. They then teleport to holy shit, Markiplier! Markiplier is playing the most viral game of 2015, creating the next chase scene. Fun fact, this was not scripted. Markiplier actually went into a bloodlust on set and almost killed Smosh, but the movie had to be over 40 minutes to be a feature film, so they survived. They are then teleported into their house, where they are witnessing Anthony Smosh's thirst trap.
Not allowed to take off my shirt, but Give you a little bit of...
Dude, I want to jerk off! Who the hell is recording? Oh. Okay, so how does this YouTube portal even work? Is it time travel? Is it a pocket dimension? Well, hopefully this is explained in the Teleporting Fat Guy movie. Epic Mealtime shows up again and throws balloons filled with milk at him. Why is Ann such a massive prick in this movie? He harasses women, attacks people, secretly courts his best friend, and worst of all, he's a Pokemon fan! Epic Mealtime kills Ann. Best character in the movie, yeah! Beat his ass! They teleport to the next YouTuber cameo, this one being Jenna Marbles. Man, I love all of these relevant YouTubers that make this movie age wonderfully. Jenna immediately knows what kind of situation they are in and warns them that if they stay in YouTube too long, then the battery on their iPhones will die and they will be trapped here forever, just like her. So Ann and Anthony make a plan to split up and go to random YouTube videos to try and find the right one. Yeah, good luck with that. Anthony teleports to a furry party. You can tell nobody knew what the hell they were writing because look at those costumes. Those are just some random ass mascot costumes from Party City. Real furries spend thousands on handcrafted custom suits that look nothing like these. Not that I would know. I'm not one of them. Meanwhile, Ann goes to, oh no.
Hey, you know they got your mans. They got your mans on sex assault charges.
What the hell, Ann? He goes to the video of the girl he's been stalking. He then greets her like any normal person would. Oh yeah, and then what will happen is that the girl will be freaked out and then...
You flag all my comments?
Oh my goodness. Big Rod 91?
What?
Sorry about flagging all your comments. I was playing hard to get.
Huh? It worked? She's interested in the random ass man that's been stalking her? So all I have to do to get a partner is stalk them online and then confront them randomly. Good to know. Hello, fine shite. It is I, Magnum Dong 57.
Get down to the ground!
Back to Anthony, he meets Steve Austin advertising his new ice cream store, Stone Cold Creamy Cream. But yeah, that's about all that really happens here. He's now at the date of the video, but not in the right video. Instead, he's in a vlog that his crush posted way back in the day, and he finds out that his crush actually loves him. But Siri gets jealous because she wants Anthony all to herself. And to be honest, after the thirst trap, who wouldn't? Siri then teleports Anthony to Ann, showing him that Ann's an asshole who doesn't care about his best friend. Anthony sees that they were watching the video they came here for, so they have the address now. Anthony wants to go, but Ann's all like,
Anthony, I need the bad bitch.
So Anthony shows him the truth, and it's that none of this is real. It's just a video. When it resets, so does everything else, including the girl's memory. You know, this movie is basically just Deltarune. Spoilers for Deltarune. I mean, the YouTube portal is literally just a dark world. And this scene right here is just like in chapter 3 where Ralsei tells Susie to go make real friends. Steve YouTube, he made all of this. He's the Roy Knight. And Jenna marvels. She's trapped in YouTube. She's Des. Now who's Spampton? Shane Dawson. Shame on you, Tobias Fox, for plagiarizing one of the greatest films of the 2010s. I respected you. I think I'm slowly losing my mind as I watch this movie. Well, the film's almost over. How am I only halfway through? So yeah, they go to the video they were looking for. Anthony trips like a dumbass and oh god. Well, maybe we'll be fine. Jesus Christ! So everyone at the party ignores the man screaming in pain, and Anthony then finds a hiding spot to scout the party. Old Anthony gets on stage to perform the Pokemon song. They plot about how to stop this, but then Anthony sees that old Ann is recording. Well, there are multiple people recording that night. I'm sure Ann wouldn't...
Hey guys, I'm totally recording this and then I'm gonna put it up on YouTube in like 5 years. Probably like right before our 5-year high school reunion.
So, if Ann was the one who uploaded the video, then that means he could have deleted the video the entire time. So what was the point of any plot? They get into a massive fight. I can already see the shipping X videos happening. Funny clip compilation happens that is very funny and not, you know, this movie feels absolutely nothing like a Smosh movie. In Smosh videos, the humor is very loud, in your face, and almost absurd. Here, everything just feels so bland in the way they talk and the delivery of the jokes. Even the blandness spreads to the cinematography. Smosh videos would normally be bright and colorful. Meanwhile here, everything just looks so gray. The name Smosh hasn't even been uttered yet. After the fight, they come back to the prom video, where Anne finally admits that he screwed up. By the way, that guy they kill him again. There's way more murder in this movie than one would think. They argue more, and then Siri says what we're all thinking.
Why don't you guys make out already?
I always thought I might be.
Anne then says that he'll fix things and start going up to the stage.
It's just you and me now, dreamy eyes.
What'd you just call me?
You heard me, you sexy little bitch.
I know 4 people that would fold in this situation. So Anne starts to beat the shit out of old Anthony to knock him out. Modern Anthony then joins in to help him. But then old Anne sees all this and decides to defend his friend for once in this entire movie. This causes a massive fight to break out among the people at the prom, with the principal himself inciting it. In this scene, the camera just cuts to 2 random medieval-era knights that are just at the prom for no reason. Like, why are they even here? We didn't even see them earlier in the movie. Out of everything in this movie, this is the thing that makes the least sense. The YouTube portal I can understand, but you can't put medieval knights at a high school prom.
You don't get to. You don't get to do that.
The fight continues, thousands are killed, and then Anne and Anthony have to leave because the phone's only on 5% battery. But Siri isn't letting them leave because she wants Anthony all to herself.
You have poisoned the mind of my dear Anthony. What is it with you guys? First, you idiots barge into my office off the street asking for favors.
Wait, what?
Gracious enough to listen, but then you won't even laugh at my wiener jokes, even though they are super funny.
Wait, Steve? Is that you?
No.
Steve is Siri? Wait, this means that it was Steve YouTubing those sexual comments. Is this Toxic Yowie? So the entire time Steve YouTube, he's been the bad guy. And he wants to trap Anne and Anthony in the YouTube dimension forever so that they would make constant stupid content on the platform. So now Anne and Anthony have to quickly make their way out of YouTube before the phone dies and the portal closes forever. To do this, they have to go backwards through their search history and try to get to the original video where the portal was. Wait, couldn't they scroll all the way down to the first video and then, no, we need a mother clip show. To stop them, Steve gets on his VR gooning suit so he can control all of the YouTube videos. Hijinks ensue. They stop by the massage video again, and Anne gives a heartfelt farewell to the girl he's been stalking all movie.
One day, I'll be the one to massage that booty.
I'd like that very much, Ian.
Oh my god, it's Brunel Floss.
You fell down.
Markiplier's back. Nothing else really happens, I just want an excuse to use this video again. So Steve decides to just go into the portal himself after failing to catch them with the VR suit. Wait, the suit controls everything about the YouTube video. Just spawn in like a bomb to knock him out, you don't have to go in there. Anne and Anthony make it to the portal, but Steve is right there to stop them. He's one guy, you can just run past him. Steve does his generic villain thinks he's one speech, and then the bear shows up again, which scares Steve so much that he perfectly replicates a Half-Life 2 sound effect. The bear beats his ass. They then make it out of the portal, being rebirthed? They then make up, rekindling their friendship. And something more.
I always thought I might be bad. Now I'm sure that it's true. 'Cause I think you're so good. And I'm nothing like you.
They dump scalding hot coffee into a guy again, then take a cab to get back home because their car was stolen. They go home, but come back to a mansion at the same address.
Leave the door open in case we have to run. And grab something really sharp. That's literally the opposite of sharp.
Okay, that joke kinda got a laugh out of me. They go inside and find the girl from the massage video. So as it turns out, that embarrassing video of Anthony actually turned into them fighting themselves. Apparently, it made them multi-millionaires, and now they have the mansion. Okay, I have a few questions. First of all, why do they still have that cheap-ass PC setup if they're millionaires? Second of all, how did any of this happen? So it was time travel, but then who the hell made all of the purchases then? Who authorized the Broadway show? Who did any of this? Are these two Are there two Anne Anthonys now? They clearly have to be here, but they're not. What the hell does that even mean? Since Anne is now dating the massage girl, Anthony assumes that he must have Anna as a girlfriend now. But no, he has 30 girlfriends. Look, I get like 30% of Smosh's humor was objectifying women, but come on. Anthony sees that Anna isn't there and rejects all of them. Anthony gets sad, but then he remembers the high school reunion tonight and that Anna will be there. So they show up to the reunion, blasting the hardest tune. They're the coolest guys around, everyone wants to hang out with them. Anthony meets up with Anna to show off how cool he is now, but she's not impressed. Anna doesn't like Anthony anymore because he's not a lame-ass loser. This upsets Anthony, so he gets up on stage to prove he's still fucking lame. Anthony starts singing, but then actually hits the backflip, making Anna immediately interested again. But wouldn't hitting the backflip imply that he's not lame? Well, the writers don't care, neither do I. Ian gets on stage to sing with them, and they sing the song together as friends.
I woke up with a hard penis. I woke up with a boner. I woke up with a boner. I woke up with a boner. I woke up with a boner.
After the song, Anna questions if he actually is still like the old him. To confirm that he's like the old him, he attacks an innocent bystander.
Dude, I think he's gonna be okay. Nope, he's dead.
So Anna's like, wow, you kill people? That's awesome. And then they kiss. Everyone celebrates because it's the end of the movie and they can all go home. But not before we get the massage girl name review.
Hi, I'm Anna.
Nice to meet you. My name's Brad.
What the fuck?
There's many humor and jokes on here.
We then get an after credits scene where Anna and the massage girl are getting married. Beautiful scene. Beautiful. This truly was a Smosh movie 2015. And then Big Boss shows up. The movie's over. This movie is not a Smosh movie. It has Anne and Anthony. It references the first Smosh video. That's about it. You could change the title to anything else and it would probably fit better. This is the magnum opus of bad YouTuber movies. I don't think anything else can match this in terms of absolute ass. It's written entirely different from what Smosh videos are, and I get those were small clips, but if you want to make a Smosh movie, well, the idea was fucking stupid to begin with, let's be honest.
You guys suck! Go kill yourselves!
But to be honest, if I grew up watching this movie, I would unironically love it. I loved Pixels 2015, damn it. I didn't have standards when I was 9. I almost get a weird sense of nostalgia from this movie, because I would have totally watched this over and over back in the day. It's always nice to look back on the different eras of YouTube, and this movie is almost like a portal into that early 2010s era. Also, some jokes did make me laugh. The movie is kinda funny at times. And of course, YouTube. Steve YouTube, he is the greatest villain in history. With these good things being taken into accountability, I think my rating of the movie will be a 1 out of 10. The good things don't mean shit. Why the fuck were the Medieval Knights there? Thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, and check out my previous video on the Sega CD game Wild Woody if you haven't. You can leave now. Especially if you are associated and or work for Smosh in any way. For those who are still watching, I have a secret. You noticed it too, right? The constant deaths in the movie. Now, you probably think, no, it's just some cheap humor. I mean, guy dies, haha, funny. And I originally thought that too. But what if I told you those weren't actors, those were victims? Now, of course, you're confused. Why the hell would Anthony Smosh be associated with serial murder? That's because you are stupid and only see the surface level. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to insult you. But I dug deeper. I checked filming dates, actors working on set, met with people that allegedly worked on the movie, which led me to someone who was related to one of the victims. So, whatever happened to him? Aw, they fucking killed him. I then dug deeper. I studied Smosh's mannerisms, found more relatives of the victims, and as I dug, I figured it out. Anne and Anthony are serial killers that killed 8 people on set and possibly more off set. Remember when I said Markiplier wasn't acting, that he was thirsting for bloodshed? I was half lying. That's just what Smosh wanted you to believe, but in reality, he was trying to stop it all. Trying to stop 2 of the most dangerous people roaming America right now. You ever wonder why Anne is such a prick in the movie? It was a distraction from Anthony, the true criminal mastermind orchestrating the murders. I have all the evidence compiled, and I'm going to take this to the FBI. Oh, hold on, let me get that. Where the hell am I?
You're in the Smosh torture chamber, dude!
What?
We're gonna fuck you up.
You can't do shit to me. I know everything about. Ow! Okay, you can do shit to me. You can't keep the information down for long. I know what y'all did on set. I know about the murders. There's nothing you can do to silence me. I have 23 subscribers, you know. They'll come
we're not
looking
gonna
for
kill
me.
you. Oh, no. You're not going anywhere. You're just... We got other means to take care of you.
Like what? Really?
This.
Really? Like, I've watched this before, like I can watch it again, it's not that...
No, but like this one has like Shane Dawson in it.
No!
Like
No, please, no, God! Get me out of here! I'll do anything! No!
Have fun, dipshit!
Ah!
You guys remember Gangnam Style?